Hey, what's up, guys? Joe here once again, checking in for another NBA update. Um, NBA free agency, not much is going on, really. We all thought it was going to be a crazy free agency period, kind of like the NFL free agency post-lockout. You all think it's just going to be insane because there's so little time and there's so many moves to make. A lot of teams are signing, or a lot of players are signing back with their old teams, and the Chris Paul and Dwight Howard trades just keep getting shut down for some reason. For all you Bulls fans out there, Richard Rip Hamilton from the Detroit Pistons. He was waived a couple days ago, just passed through waivers, so he signed with the Bulls. 3 years, $15 million. With an option on that third year, so it's a team option. So, they got him for a good 2 years. If he's performing well, they'll sign him back for that third year. So, that should be nice. He's going to be practicing at the Burroughs Center with the team tomorrow. We'll see if he'll be playing the preseason game on Friday, but I'm kind of excited about that. Rip Hamilton, he's a consummate professional. He is a champion. He is one of the few players to win an NCAA basketball championship and to win an NBA championship. So he's a winner. He knows how to win. He's a veteran. I think he's going to be able to fit into this team perfectly. He knows his boundaries. He's used to being a number two because when he was playing with that all-star team, or that NBA championship team, Chauncey Billups was the point guard. He was kind of the leader of the team. Rip Hamilton just was number two. But that was a great team. They had Sheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun. They were in a league of their own, really. It was a great defensive team. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what Rip can contribute to this team. Of course, he has to go through the competition process. Him and Ronnie Brewer are going to be fighting for that shooting guard job. I'm so glad that Keith Bogans is out of this. I was getting so frustrated with him. It was just becoming a joke, him starting. It was nice to see him hit a couple trade balls once in a while, but he just didn't do much. You can't have a guy like that starting for you. If he wanted to come off the bench, I would have been okay with that, but whatever, that's a whole different story. But in other news, Dwight Howard and Chris Paul. What is going on? These trades seem to be really, really good. That Laker trade for Chris Paul, where Powell went to the Rockets, and the Orlando got Kevin Martin and Lamar Odom and a draft pick. Seemed like a pretty good trade, but the Lakers just sent Lamar Odom to the Rockets anyways. So he went to Dallas. My bad. So they kind of filled in Tyson Chandler's spot in Dallas. He's got a little bit better of a shot, but I don't think he's going to have that rebound inside alley-oop presence that Tyson Chandler had. But I think they'll manage over there. But the trade for Dwight Howard went in today from the Nets. New Jersey, they were trading 5 first-round draft picks and Brook Lopez. I don't know how you don't take that. 5 first-round draft picks from the Nets. They are going to suck. So they're going to be a lottery pick for at least 2 of those years. You're going to get 2 very comparable picks in the draft. And you're getting a guy in Brook Lopez who's not too shabby himself. But I don't know. They don't really have too much to give. So, I mean, those first round draft picks, I guess they just didn't see them as a good pick. I don't know. I don't know how you turn that down, but Dwight Howard is still an Orlando Magic. I mean, I think it's going to stay that way. I feel like Chris Paul is going to get dealt somewhere. He is like 100% not happy with his team. I mean, he is asked year after year, put people around me, surround me with talent. I want to win championships. I mean, they just don't put anyone with him. He's basically been by himself. So, I can see him possibly the trade of the Clippers. I don't know how that fell through. I think that was a pretty comparable trade too. Lots of young talent and draft picks, but the NBA owns the Hornets, so they get to dictate whatever they want to do, and they feel like more fans are going to come. It's all about money, really. They feel like more fans are going to come see Chris Paul than the young talent that they're going to put out there. So it's a business. It's all about money right now. All the NBA owners don't want to see a star player from a small market go to another big market with stars. I mean, the whole point of this lockout was to limit that. And that's why they want the small markets to keep their big stars. Like I was listening yesterday, there's only about 12 superstars in the league. There's not even enough for one superstar per team. And once they start teaming up, I mean, then the small markets are really left out. But that's just how it goes. Another thing I wanted to say was, Dwight Howard, are you an idiot? Are you stupid? Why wouldn't you want to go to the Bulls? I mean, granted, the Bulls may not even be interested in Howard because they don't want to break up their team. But why isn't he interested? Why wouldn't he sign a contract with the Bulls? I mean, he wanted to sign with the Nets. He wanted to sign with the Lakers. He wanted to sign with I forget who else. Orlando, of course, and Dallas. And a lot of people were saying he wants to go where there's major influence in entertainment. He wants to go to New York because they're going to be going to Brooklyn soon. I mean, you're right in the middle of like entertainment everywhere. And Jay-Z, you have he's a major influence in the entertainment world. LA, of course, that's like entertainment heaven. You're gonna get in movies, you're gonna get in music. A polarizing owner in Dallas, I mean, in Orlando, I mean, it's not the best, but it's his home. It's where he wants to be. It's where he's drafted. He just wants to stay there. But Chicago, I mean, if everybody's goal in the NBA should be to win a championship. Like, why wouldn't you go to a place where you have the youngest MVP ever and a bunch of young talent? I mean, granted, they're gonna have to trade some people. I mean, I've heard it's gonna be Taj Gibson, Omer Sheik, Luol Deng, and Joakim Noah, and probably a draft pick if they were to trade anybody. But I don't see that being a huge hindrance to the Bulls, and I think that's a great. I mean, but they were saying that both Noah and Deng, that comes out to $100 million that they have on the books just because of them. They don't want to take that in and build their team around two. I mean, Luol Deng's kind of an older guy, and Noah's not like the youngest. He's not like a young rookie kind of like first, second year guy. I think it's his fourth year now, so that's another reason why I don't think they wanted to do it. But I just don't know why we're not even on his radar. Like, he doesn't even want to come to Chicago. I don't know why LeBron didn't want to come to Chicago. I don't know why none of these top free agents want to come here. I mean, who doesn't want to play with Derrick Rose? I mean, granted, LeBron went and played with Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade's not passing you the ball. Dwayne Wade is trying to make his own shots. And so is Chris Bosh is trying to make his own shots too. I mean, so it's three guys competing for shots. Where if he came to Chicago, he could take all the shots he wants. He could have the ball in his hands whenever he wanted. He could have an excellent passer, an excellent guy who could just cut through the lane and take away that inside space, kick it out to LeBron James, who could drive in and have pretty much a wide open lane, because you have to worry about two guys that can just take over the game. And I don't know, it just doesn't make sense that these top free agents don't want to come to Chicago. But I'm not worried. I think Chicago, this is basically their roster right now. They got Derrick Rose. I'm sure Rip Hamilton's going to beat out Ronnie Brewer for shooting guard. Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer said he dropped 20 pounds, says he's in the best shape of his life right now. His foot's fine, his ankle's fine, his wrist is fine. He is ready to play this year. Let's hope he doesn't trip over any bags. And Joakim Noah, I've heard that he's getting a nice jump shot. He says he's fine. His ankle, his plantar fasciitis is fine. I think the best thing that this team has is depth. Because if you look at the bench, C.J. Watson, he could probably be a starter somewhere. He is pretty good. I mean, he has good handling. He has a good three shot. He could probably work on his passing a little bit more, but I think he could be a starter somewhere. Ronnie Brewer, he would have been the starter if we didn't get Rip Hamilton, so there you go. And small forward, you got Jimmy Butler, he's a rookie. You got Kyle Korver who can fill in there. Then at power forward, Taj Gibson, he could be a starter somewhere too. I mean, he's great. He started a lot of games when Boozer was out last year. And then you have Omer Sheik, who is said to be like the next Dwight Howard. I mean, this guy, if he just puts on some muscle, he gets a little more aggressive, he could be a top center in the league. So, depth, I mean, they have like a starting five on the bench. They could be starters at it would be a real shitty team, but I still think they could be starters anywhere. Besides Omer Sheik, I think he's a little young, a little raw. But, depth is going to play a big role in this Bulls team. So, I don't think we really needed to break up this team to get Dwight Howard, which is kind of why I'm glad, but I'm kind of insulted that he wouldn't even consider coming to the Bulls. That's just why I was a little angry about that. That's it. But, stay tuned. Hopefully, I'm going to talk about the preseason game once it's on. Any more big moves that happen, I'll talk about that. So, yeah. Keep connected. Peace out.